BLM is the equivalent of the KKK in terms of its racism, in terms of its anti-Semitism, in terms of its anti-Americanism. And this is the point that the left refuses to acknowledge and in fact attacks anyone who mentions it. I don't care if they attack me. This is a Marxist anarchist organization that believes in the overthrow of the United States. This is what they told us. This is what they believe in. And yet Don Lemon keeps running interference for them, as he did Antifa. Go.
You want to fight for criminal justice. You want Black Lives Matter. You want to be able to have a sign that you put on the street. You can't do that because it's my town.
And look, you know,
BS. Those signs are everywhere. What's not everywhere are the MAGA signs. Those people are getting beaten up. They wear hats with MAGA on them. They're being challenged and confronted in the streets. I don't know of anybody who wears a BLM sweatshirt or shirt or hat that's being challenged in the streets. Maybe they are. But let's not pretend that, oh, they can't peacefully protest and so forth. What the hell's been going on the last several weeks? Not just peacefully protest, mostly, but violent protests. Go.
Morality attached to it. Often it doesn't. And it all fits together, D. The lies about the pandemic.
When did they start calling him D? When did this start? D? Okay, D. Go ahead.
The lies about, you know, what this president will make happen, the lies of those around him as an echo of support.
Okay, what does this have to do with the president? Was the president there? Did the president say anything? Did the president do anything? No. No. I mean, D could be like Schumer or Nancy Pelosi. Fredo could be the same. These are Democrat operatives defending Democrat operatives. These are Democrat operatives in the media defending Democrat operatives in the Black Lives Matter movement and the Antifa movement. They're all voting for Biden. They're all the Praetorian Guard for Biden. Let's not fool ourselves. The people in the streets who were mostly peacefully protesting, which means many were not, Democrats. And they're going to vote for Biden, too, if they vote for anybody. Go.
Lies about what Black Lives Matter is about. It's
not lies about what Black Lives Matter is about. What a jackass this Cuomo is, truly. Go ahead.
All about creating division.
Yeah.
And
oh, it's creating division. This is funny. Black Lives Matter, and I said this the other day, and now I notice Victor Davis Hanson's writing about it today, is sort of a separatist segregationist operation. Truly so. Truly so. It's not about unity. It's not about integration in any way. And so now the president is dividing the country. The president's not dividing the country. The president's representing his principles, his viewpoints, speaking as the president speaks, and so forth and so on. All this racialism and race baiting and race talking is coming from the left. It benefits the left. That's who it benefits. You know, I played a piece from Malcolm X, believe it or not, 1963, a speech he gave on my radio show. And in that, he talks about, I mean, he's not positive towards white people, period, but he particularly despises liberals, white liberals. He says the white liberals, he says, use the Negro back then in 1963, but I'll update it. The white liberals use African Americans. They make promises to them, they get their votes, they get their power, and then they dismiss them. They use them as window dressing. And he said, the Negro or the African American has to fear the white liberal more than the conservative liberal. Because the conservative white isn't really getting much out of the black community. But the white liberal uses the black community, uses it for power. And then when they get their power, then they forget about the black community. I want you to remember that when you watch these guys. And as I said on radio last night, it's not just white liberals, it's black liberals too. And it's not just liberals anymore, it's leftists. The Democrat Party cannot win without the overwhelming majority of the black vote. In presidential elections, it could be anywhere from 92 to 95% of the vote. It is the most loyal constituency to the Democrat Party of any ethnic or racial group or religious group, period. Not even close. Hispanics are not even close. The black community, the African American community, is so loyal to the Democrat Party. And the sickening historical irony about that is what the Democrat Party has done to blacks in this country throughout American history is appalling. And I'm no fan of Malcolm X, but what Malcolm X said is 100% correct in this regard. The white liberals, and I would add the black liberals and leftists, use the black community for power.